Today, we talk about the first chapter of book, Third Eye. In this chapter, we discuss the techniques of written in the book. Let's start. Do not force, do not concentrate, just be aware. Any authentic spiritual work has finding the self as a primary aim, and the clear vision techniques are no exception. The essential purpose of the process is to be more. It is common to hear that human beings are only using a small fraction of their potential. Their lives are confined within a limited range of thoughts, emotions, sensations, and other modalities of conscious existence, and yet in most cases they remain completely unaware of these limitations. Plato's myth of the cave, even though formulated 21st centuries ago, remains perfectly relevant. If you have always lived inside a dark cellar, to you this cellar is not a cellar, it is the whole universe. You can't even conceive of the wonder waiting for you if you were to step out and walk in the real world. The work suggested in this book is all about stepping out of the cellar and starting to behold the magnificence of the world as seen from the third eye. In India, the coconut is considered to be of deep symbolic significance and is used in fire rituals yajas because it has threes. Two of these are blind, meaning they can't be pierced to reach the milk, while the third one in the middle opens to the inside of the fruit. Similarly, the third eye is fundamentally the gate that leads to the inner worlds. Therefore, this eye allows you to know yourself to a depth that surpasses all conventional methods of psychotherapy or any method based on analyzing with discursive mind. Developing the third eye is a direct way of expanding your conscious universe and discovering your essential values, so that you may fathom your own mystery. Moreover, it is simple. Simple does not necessarily mean easy. But this work does not require complicated theories or lengthy discussions. Its direction is essentially experiential, for the purpose is clearly to be more. And being is the most simple thing in the world. A constant preoccupation while writing this manual was to relate theory to experience and to give techniques and keys to enable you to perceive for yourself. The first 3 chapters are devoted to getting into the main aspects of the practice. The remaining chapters are more or less independent of each other, so that it is quite possible to read them in the order that feels most natural to you. Before starting the first technique, let us give some basic advice regarding the principles and method of the work. You should not be confused by the fact that our purpose is a nuclear voyance, or vision of the self. Truly, the self is already there, waiting for you in the background of yourself. You are not going to build the self and its vision. You are going to reveal them or allow them to reveal themselves. Spiritual development is certainly a fight, but the main weapon in this fight is letting go. In this perspective of opening, it is not appropriate to concentrate, to try hard, or to force. If you were to do so, what would happen? You would operate from your ordinary mind, meaning that fraction of yourself with which you presently think, that discursive mind that goes on talking in your head all the time. You have been conditioned from an early age to do everything from mind. Therefore, if you try to do the perception business, you are likely to remain caught in your talking mind, a layer which is notoriously unfit for any form of spiritual perception. Stop doing. Be fully aware, but just aware. Allow what is hidden in depths to come through and be revealed to your consciousness. Don't do anything. Let things happen. Flow with what comes. In the physical world, when you want something, you have to strive for it. But in the spiritual worlds, everything is reversed, as on the other side of a mirror. If you want something, you have to let it come to you. It is a new skill which has to be developed. It could be called active letting go or creative letting go. It is the capacity to be transparent and to let states of consciousness be revealed through you. Just be aware, and everything will happen.